Well, hello, my cheeky friends. It's Tuesday, and I am bringing you a new Mixed Media Friday with Miranda and Tuesday. So, this one I tried to get a little inventive. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I never did. So, I've kind of been into this little stripe thing lately. I don't know what's going on, but I have just been kind of wanting to play around with some embossing powders, and I like to play with inks and that sort of thing. And I know purple's all the rage, so I found a picture of me and Bab in his car, and I was like, this would be great for a purple layout, and I could try my Mixed Media Friday and do this technique. I've been wondering if it would work, and I could use it and kind of do a combo thing. So I just took an embossing pad, which had dried up, and I added some fluid to it. And then I just drug the tip of it down the page. And basically, I sprinkled embossing powder over it. And this is a white on white kind of effect, and it creates a wonderful resist. So I really like how it turned out. Not to mention, I just enjoy watching embossing powder melt. So that was fun. I was actually doing this online. I was doing a Facebook live stream in the Cheeky Studio group on Facebook, and was kind of talking and putting some sequin mixes together and talking about putting this layout together. So that's one thing I started working on. So I am looking at different types of purples. So as you can see in the upper left hand corner, I grabbed a bunch of purple stuff, purple cardstock that was punched out with a heart punch, and I grabbed my Artist Loft little cheapy watercolors. I don't think I end up using those, or maybe I just do a little bit. And then I've got the new sequin mix by Cheeky Studio called Purple Rain, and you have got to check out the light purple. It's a satin sequin, which I've never seen before. I just could not resist ordering it, and it is the most pretty lavender, and it's just got the prettiest sheen. It's like I can't even explain it. It's literally like satin. It's just gorgeous. So I used some of those sequins, and then I used some of the pink and cream bouquets or not flowers, feathers, and that ephemera is new in the shop. And then I used some of the wildflowers, the purple flowers that are in set 1 and set 2. So you're going to see me put all that together, but right now I'm just kind of adding some shimmers. I do end up using the Artist Loft. So I use some Distress ink, and I'm trying to remember the name of that color, and I can't. I don't know. It's late. I'm tired. I do use the Artist Loft, of course, as you can see. And I used a new color that is in the shop at Cheeky Studio called Princess. And it's a really pretty purple with a silver sheen. And I think it's a Vibes. So I just went purple crazy. That's what I did. And as you can see, these white embossed stripes are just resisting that color. And I'm going to try and soak that up. And it's just very haphazard. I really just had fun. I used a little bit of the packaging technique, and I used just a watercolor brush. I mean, I just went to town and had fun and enjoyed it. Now, these background papers, the one that you see that's striped there was just in my scrap box. And then I do end up using that dark purple one that is from the new Maggie Holmes Flourish collection. I think that came in the Citrus Twist kit for February. And I don't end up using the other one that I believe is Maggie Holmes. I think I just end up liking, because the picture's so big, it ends up covering up a lot of the mixed media, but I just really like that striped background so much. I don't even know why it just called to me. Like on its own, I don't think it would have been that much of my style, but it just added that hint of gray and purple and just a soft undertone. So I end up using it. You see, I tore one edge, and I'm going to end up using the back side of that paper as well, that gingham that's in a light gray. And you're going to see how I use some of that. I'm going to flip it over and use it on the other side. So, but I'm just making my layers like I do, and I didn't do a whole lot of layering. I didn't think it needed it. There was so much going on this page, but I really like how it turned out. So, and that's when my hair was a little bit darker, so, or a whole lot darker, I guess. So there you go. I'm bringing in another piece of that background paper in that soft gray, and it just adds that extra little touch, and I like that. I will end up pulling some of my Flair from my stash and a little bit of Kaiser Craft from My Story. That's an older line. I don't know that you can get that anymore. And then this I'm about to put on the page is a really old little yellow bicycle border trim, and it's just some nice little circles in a dark purple that I think match very well, and I've probably had those in my stash for 10 years. So let's see. Yeah, so it's not even that sticky. I end up having to trim off that little edge that I tucked behind, just because the next day it was completely not sticking to the background paper. But that could be because of the gesso. You know, when you use gesso, it's hard to get stickers to stick. So here I'm bringing in the ephemera from the wildflowers, and I'm going to glue those down. I'm also going to grab some purple thread and add it, and I think I do that pretty soon. So this little card is from that Kaiser Craft collection, and the feathers are from the Pink and Cream Bouquets collection, the ephemera pack. I must be talking to Bab or one of the girls. I talk with my hands, you know. Oh, and I had pulled this acetate page. I wanted to use it so bad. That's a really old piece of acetate. I can't even remember the collection right now, but I forgot to add it. So it probably wouldn't even show up that much in this situation, but I do want to use those. They've been in my stash for a long time, so I want to get those used. I think they're Studio Calico, but I have a whole set of them. So I'm just trying to secure some of the thread and some of those feathers. And you know, I am crazy about ephemera and embellishing, so no surprise, I'm going to get a little heavy-handed here. So I am going to also, I tried to get the Let's Go acrylic piece from Cheeky to work, but it did not work on this page. That little flag up at the top says love you, or no, does it say love you? I'm not sure what it says. Love your fabulous smile or something, I think. I'm guessing. But I do like it because it has a little shade of purple up at the top, maybe an ombre. And then these are some new bows that I've got. I need to add them to the shop. I've got several little sets of bows. And leave me a comment in the comments below. Leave me a comment if you want me to add just sets of bows. These little mini bows, I've fallen in love with them. I've got satin ones and gingham ones and polka dots and plaid. I mean, I've got so many cute little stinking bows, and I'm thinking I need to just add bows to the shop. They're in some of my collections, but if you want to just buy bows, I could certainly take suggestions and add those as well. So here I am adding some little teeny tiny hearts that I punched out from my scraps. That Just Perfect, I believe I popped that up on some sticky back foam, and it says Just Perfect in a lovely purple. That was from that Kaiser Craft line. And now I'm just adding these little teeny tiny puffy stickers that I got in the dollar spot from Michael's about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. I should have got 20 packs of those, and I just I was trying to be frugal and I only got one, and they do stick to you. They're so tiny. They do stick to you, so you got to be careful. And but I love them. I think they're adorable. So here I'm sprinkling on some of those sequins, and oh, make sure you check the close-up pictures because you can see those satin sequins that are just gorgeous. I didn't quite wait for it to dry, so there is some glue showing, but you can see how beautiful the color is in the photographs, so you'll want to check that out. The flare was in my stash, and I'm just going to title this Forever and Ever, which is the top gray flare. And then the ampersand is and I'm going to take some alpha letters from Freckled Fawn and add the word ever underneath. So it's forever and ever and ever. Oh, and I did pull in, I don't know if you noticed that little paper clip that's purple. Oddly enough, in my little bowl where I keep just little bits and bobs, I had a purple paper clip, so I just added it. I thought it was great. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll use that. So that kind of finishes it up. I'll slow down and show you close-ups, and I will have still pictures at the end. Please check out Miranda's Mixed Media Friday. She's done something really, really cool I think you'll like. And I'll have a link to her YouTube channel in the description bar below, as well as how you can find me on social media and Cheeky Studio. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, you gotta go join our Cheeky Studio Facebook group. We're having so much fun over there, and I would love to have you join. I've been swamped, so I haven't been able to participate as much as I would like, but I've got a great design team, and they share, and we're just getting to toss around ideas and sketches and challenges and have fun, and I would love to see you over there. So there's also information at the end of this video if you want to see that, and the website to Cheeky and all that good stuff. So thumbs up if you like, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.